Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2018 ISA World Longboard Surfing Championships here in Ryuan, Hainan, Southeast China. I'm Sam Bleakley, bringing you the live webcast with the wonderful Shannon Hughes. Shannon, pleasure to be here with you in China.
Good morning, Sam. It's always great to be back in this beautiful place, this beautiful little paradise. Here.
It really is a paradise, Shannon.
It really is. The water's warm. There's palm trees everywhere. It's a little bit cloudy today, a little bit of offshore wind, but that's what we like to see for surf conditions.
And Shannon, we got a lot to look forward to. We got the Parade of Nations, so we're going to have the mixing of the sands of the worlds. 22 teams represented here, 71 athletes. This is record-breaking stuff. 2013 was the last time we had a standalone ISA World Longboard Championships. The winner was Antoine Del Pero from France. No French team right here, but we got some big names fighting for their countries, and it's the camaraderie of this event. The fact that this is the Olympics of surfing leading up to the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. We've really got some team spirit as all of these nations, all of these flags are going to be celebrating that fighting spirit. And we've got a mix of standards, haven't we, Shannon? Some of the surfers that you're looking forward to seeing over the coming 5-6 days.
Yeah, there's a lot of surfers that are very well known in the competitive, the professional scene of longboarding worldwide. We've got, the likes of Tori Gilgerson and Rachel Tilley coming out of the U.S., who are both previous world champions who have won world championship titles here in Ryuan Bay, so they're really comfortable with that. So we've got, those kind of names. We've got like Kai Salas, who's at the very top of the World Surf League kind of standards right now, coming out of Hawaii. But then we've got a lot of competitors that we're not so familiar with that we're really excited to get to know their story specifically this week. They're here to represent their nations. They're here to grow in their competitive experience. A lot of surfers who have never traveled, even maybe to another nation outside of their home, their home areas to surf. So it'll be really exciting to see as things get underway.
And we've got some very young teams, haven't we? Australia fielding a very young team, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds. We've got a 14-year-old surfing for Hawaii. We've got some young South Africans. And I think this is a real stepping stone for those surfers. And I think it takes a different type of surfer to win this event because you're surfing for your nation. You're not surfing just for yourself, as we're used to seeing in many international caliber surf competitions. This is about your country, your flag, wearing that flag on your heart, on your chest, surfing for the pride of your nation. And I think that brings a particular alchemy to this event, and it brings the best out of surfers who we might not expect to win this event in the men's and women's divisions.
Yeah, and it'll be so good to see, like you said, that camaraderie coming together, teammates cheering each other on. Be interesting for me to see the team dynamics between those different nations. If there's certain nations that will support, brother and sister nations as kind of the week gets forward. But yeah, it will be really exciting to see some of those fresher, newer names, those young ones coming through. A lot of those, like you said with the Australian team, some of those surfers who aren't quite as well known, but they're up and coming. In the years to come, they're going to be the face of longboarding worldwide. They're going to be setting the standard from a high performance angle, from a traditional angle. Their surfing is top notch, and it's going to be so exciting once we get things underway.
And there we can see the beautiful drone footage of the event. There's the teams gathering. There you can see the tropical landscape of Ryuan, which is known as Sun Moon Bay in Mandarin. And we can see there that big volcanic landscape behind. You can see the kind of development of a new resort there. You can see these clean lines. The waves are small today, but we have a very promising forecast for tomorrow and Sunday. So we'll be kicking off the heats tomorrow. Today will just be the Parade of Nations and the sands of the world, and we're going to be going live to the ceremony on the stage as we have representatives from the government and all of the teams coming together to celebrate the launch of this prestigious event. And then from tomorrow morning, Chinese time, we're going to be kicking off with our first live heats. And we have to say a big thank you to the event supporters, the Wanning government of Hainan, China, China Water Sports Administration, CISA, which is the Chinese Extreme Sports Association, Pangu Palm, and the Chinese International Surfing League. And I must express that CISA is really putting a lot of energy into the development of surfing in China. Since the ISA was successful in making surfing part of the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, there has been huge pushes from national and regional governments, and particularly in China, to train a national shortboard team and be there rubbing shoulders with the best surfers in the world. And you can see, Shannon, the spot that we've got to enjoy over the next 5 days. Ryu Bay, our beautiful left-hand point break. You can see the reef there. It's very shallow. It's only 1 foot today, but we've got a forecast of increasing swell, and this is a wave that longboarders love.
It is such a beautiful longboarding wave. There we can see as that sand is exposed, it's a very low tide this morning. This wave is a better low tide kind of place, especially with that small swell. It'll stand up a little bit faster on those inside sections over the shallowness. But it's an excellent, excellent wave. It allows for phenomenal nose riding. We can get some really long nose rides that we'll see as the swell picks up through the week, but it also allows for a little bit of that tail surfing. So you've got that, you know, what the judges are looking at from a criteria going traditional versus that high performance progressive surfing. So we'll see a very well-rounded picture of that, and I think this wave really allows for that.
And you can really see the build-up of sand in the corner there to the left of your screen, and that's good for this spot. So this is a reef break, but that sand helps fill in the gaps in the reef and smooth out that ride. And we've been here for a few days free surfing with all the competitors. There's been a great atmosphere out there in the water, but I've been very impressed with the shape of the wave. The sand is filled nicely over the reef, so as we start to get an increase in swell tomorrow, I'm expecting some real top-class waves and some top-class surfing. And some of the teams to look forward to, Shannon, we got Argentina, we got Australia, we got Brazil, we got Canada, Channel Islands, China, Chinese Taipei, England, Germany, Hawaii, Israel, Italy, Japan, New Zealand, Peru, Portugal, Russia, South Africa, Spain, Switzerland, Uruguay, and the good old US of A, Shannon.
Oh, amazing to see those 22 nations represented here on the screen. We can see a lot of those flags flying high as those teams are getting ready to march down the beach. It's an amazing place that we get to stay in for this week. So we're staying at a local hotel, the Forest Inn, just about a 10-minute walk up the sand from where we're currently sitting, which is right in front of the surf break here at Ryu Bay. So it's a really beautiful location. These competitors, these teams are going to march down proudly waving the flags of their countries, wearing their team uniforms, all those kind of things. And that's a really special thing about this event. It's great to see those equal slots also for men and women, which is, you know, part of the ISA's push to promote gender equality in surfing.
And you can really see some of those beautiful flags there. I can see Sean Evans, our ISA photographer there. He's a fantastic photographer. I'm looking forward to celebrating his work on the website. And we can follow this event live all week at isaworlds.com, or more specifically isasurf.org. And if you want to get on social media, you can go to the Facebook page, International Surfing Association. You can go to Instagram at ISA Surfing. You can go to Snapchat, ISA_surfing, Twitter, ISA Surfing, and the hashtags ISA Worlds and ISAWLSC. They're the things that you can hashtag if you want to celebrate this event, Shannon.
All right, and with that, we are going to go to a quick feature on the Wanning region where we are here for the 2018 ISA World Longboard Surfing Championships.
北纬18.8度，世界黄金度假带，海南万宁，北距海口130公里，南距三亚110公里，一个不一样的度假天堂。这里日月辉映，山海交融，有东南亚最适合冲浪的圣地——日月湾。这里也见证了无数浪漫的爱情。越过世界面积最大、保存最好的青皮岭，亲近海南最美海湾，隔离城市的喧嚣，尽情享受最难忘的海滩。追逐向北延伸的海岸线，在至臻完美的酒店，在开阔的泳池，在动感的沙滩，在神州半岛全海景高尔夫球场，在海天之间挥杆，领略不一样的人生质感。呼吸兰花香，邂逅大雨林，置身世界自然生态保持最完美的兴隆热带花园，骑行在国家绿道，领略东南亚风情，留下最畅快的体验。探索青少年科普示范基地兴隆热带植物园，用心观察生态之美，看奇珍异果争芳斗艳。浓情醉槟榔，侨香美食会，喝一杯兴隆咖啡，品一桌万年四珍，食 舌尖上的旅程惊喜连连，花海中奔跑，长寿乡探秘，还有奥特莱斯折扣店，每天都不想说再见。褪去疲惫，沉浸在兴隆温泉，让身心舒缓，眺望港北的海山。中国龙舟小镇的风采就在眼前，求佛东山岭，禅悟在心间，就在海南第一山，祈福一切如愿。体验不一样的海南，多彩多情，万福万宁。
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2018 ISA World Longboard Surfing Championships. And if that commercial celebrating Hainan doesn't make you want to come here, then I don't know what will. What a wonderful place. Surf perfect empty left points, drink great coffee, eat great food, play golf. Shannon, this really is a surfing paradise.
Oh, it's such a beautiful place that we get to spend this week at. I'm so excited to be back here in Ryuan Bay in Hainan. What amazing footage that was. I love how green, it just shows the greenery. There's palm trees everywhere. It really is a tropical paradise. The water's warm. Had a surf last night in just a bathing suit. Don't need a wetsuit at all. And yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful location. There's the point where our competitors will be surfing as we get underway tomorrow morning.
So coming up, we've got the Parade of Nations, where our 71 athletes from 22 countries will be gathering, as you see now on your screen, live here from Ryuan. They will be marching across the sand and joining the stage and mixing the sands of the world. Each team captain from these nations, 2 women, 2 men representing the ISA World Longboard Championships. They have brought sands from their local beaches, and as a ceremonial kind of symbol to gather, to have that cultural exchange that the ISA stands for, they will gather on the stage, and each team captain will come up one by one and mix those sands of the world. And this is really, this is an emblem for the Olympic spirit. And we have to celebrate that this is the Olympics of surfing. This is surfing for your country, Shannon. And look at those countries we've got represented. Some of those big names you're looking forward to seeing, Shannon.
Oh, it's going to be so excited to see the Brazilian surfers. Phil Rodgman, Chloe Camon, those 2 have been here before. They're excellent competitors, and they're in the top rankings worldwide. Australia. It's going to be amazing to see the Chinese competitors. I'm so excited to see the locals, to see them here representing proudly for their home nation in their home country. To see surfers coming from landlocked countries like, you know, we've got surfers coming out of Italy, out of Israel. I know they've got waves there, but it's a little bit of a different kind of perspective than maybe the U.S. that has massive coastlines, and Australia, then South Africa, who have some world-class waves. So it's going to be really exciting to see those ones in the mix.
And a big shout out for our media partners, Shannon. We've got Passion Extremer, BCM Surf Patrol, Gravitat Zero, Waves, Surfline, Vibros and Surfos. So they're working hand in hand with our event sponsors, the Wanning Government of China, China Water Sports Administration, CISA, the Chinese Extreme Sports Association, Penghu Palm and the Chinese International Surfing League. So there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes, and we really have to remember that a lot of these surfers have worked extremely hard to get here to this event. Some of these surfers are full-time professional longboarders. Others are active in the surf industry. We've got the likes of Ben Skinner, who's he's a big name in competitive surfing, but he's a full-time surfboard builder, and that's how he makes his living, through surfing. But we've got people like the German team who have worked extremely hard to raise the budget to come here, and they have a big environmental narrative. They're really wanting to showcase the need for surfers around the world to fight against use of plastics and really to use more renewable, sustainable materials in the equipment that they use.
And that's so exciting. You know, as surfers, we love our planet. We want to take care of the oceans. We want to preserve this for generations to come. So it's amazing to see a team like Germany taking that stand. They're going to be great spokesmen of it, I'm sure, throughout this week. And we'll definitely be doing our best to keep this beach as pristine as possible. As you saw in that ad, this Wanning region is so beautiful. It's an amazing destination to visit on a vacation if you want to go on a surf trip. It's a good place to bring families to. It's just a really, really beautiful community. And yeah, we'll be doing our best to take care of it for years and years to come.
Really looking forward to seeing the Chinese surfers, Shannon. We've got Lu Jing, who's age 28, and she is from from just on the border of Inner Mongolia, but she moved to Hainan 2 years ago. She came here on a family holiday, had a surf lesson, fell in love with surfing, since become one of the best surfers in the island, and she still can't swim very well, so she completely depends on her leash and the buoyancy of the board if she wipes out. But I've been watching her surfing and she is red hot. She studied fashion at the University of the Arts London, and you know, she's really a great ambassador for a modern China. Speaks English, she is very cosmopolitan and very forward thinking. And her teammate Monica Guao, who you know, she has been flying the flag for Chinese surfing for many years now. Her and Darcy Liu have been real pioneers of women's longboarding in China. And because of the prevalence of women's events here at Ryu Bay, these women have had a big number of role models coming through, the likes of Rachel Tilley, the likes of Tori Gilkyson, the likes of Lindsay Steinrider, Ceremonies. These famous women longboarders have really left a legacy, and women's surfing is very strong in Hainan, and I think the men and the women are on an equal strength level, and that for me excites me as a dad. You know, my daughter's a surfer, and I really believe that women's longboarding is one of the most beautiful art forms in surfing. So the women's event is something that I think we're going to have a real display of surfing as dance.
Oh, and I'm so excited. When girls surf, when women surf in longboard specifically, this grace factor is so powerful. So it's going to be amazing to see that coming into play with their skill level, their nose riding, their cross-stepping, all of those things. But this grace that they bring to the surfing world is beautiful. So here we go, those teams starting to walk up the beach towards the Parade of Nations. So this is our opening ceremonies day. We won't be running any competition, but that's just fine. These surfers will get some free surfs in the afternoon, but there we go. Team Australia heading up the ranks, coming up the beach, followed by 21 other nations from all around the world.
And if you're tuning in at home, what a great opportunity to spot the flag. What can you see? You know, look on the isaworlds.com website and see if you can spot all of those different flags. There's 22 countries represented in your shot there. You'll recognize the big names there. You'll see that Portuguese flag, that Australian flag. But do you know your difference between your Uruguayan and your Argentinian flag? Well, you should do. And this is a great opportunity to explore surfing beyond the powerhouses that we tend to associate with competitive surfing. We tend to think of world champions coming from the USA, coming from Australia, coming from Hawaii, but surfing is broad. Peru has a rich surfing heritage. Argentina does. Japan does. Of course, Brazil is a powerhouse in competitive surfing, but we've got representatives from Mexico, Switzerland, Israel. We really do have a cultural melting pot here at the ISA World Longboard Surfing Championships in Riyuan, really celebrating all of those dynamic things that the ISA is doing, from its scholarship program offering awards to underprivileged surfers around the world, to its broadening membership. 103 members now in the ISA, and currently now recognized by the International Olympic Committee. What great work the ISA have done to bring surfing to the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, and that's something that has really catapulted the attention of surfing around the world, and that's something that all of these surfers are working towards. Yes, longboarding won't be represented there, but longboarding is the grassroots of surfing, and the lineage of shortboarding is very connected to longboarding.
Well, without a longboard, we wouldn't have any surfing at all. So it's been amazing to see how that has changed through the 50s and 60s into where modern surfing is at today, that it will be represented in the Olympics. Man, the International Surfing Association, the ISA, that is here this week putting on this amazing World Longboard Championships, have done an incredible job at meeting with the International Olympic Committee, putting in all the groundwork, all the footwork to get this event happening in the 2020 Olympics is amazing. And to put these kind of things together to show that national pride. I love that we can see so many of those flags flying high. Israel, Australia, we've got New Zealand, the United States, China, so many different nations here together.
I could see South African Christy Gilmore there with her daughter, so the mother of two, I understand, just recently had another child, brought her child with her, so a role model for all surfing mums out there. I saw Kai Salas there. He's definitely going to be a favourite for the title here. So there's an open men and open women's division. 2 surfers represented from each nation. Team points are vital here, but there will be an individual men's and women's winner. And we do have some medalists attending. We have Ben Skinner from England. He has already achieved 3 medals at previous ISA events. He's got a bronze and he's got 2 silvers. Tony Silvani, he's got a gold before, and he's also got a bronze. Phil Rasman has got a bronze. Honolulu Bloomfield, she won the 2013 Junior Boys Division at the age of 13.
Whoa.
Our reigning WSL Women's World Longboard Champion is also our reigning ISA World Junior Champion. And Honolulu Bloomfield, she really wants to be here to win that event for Hawaii, because she said to me, you know, that she's here for the Hawaiian pride. You can see Chloe Calmon there, standing behind our fleet of excellent judges there. You've got the Argentinian team on the left. 3 of those Argentinian surfers from the same family, you know, representing the kind of the history of Argentinian surfing. So if you go onto the ISA World's website, you can look at all the big names, the likes of Alfonso Peters from South Africa, the likes of Ben Howie from England, Zen Wallace from New Zealand, Natsumi Teoka from Japan. She's a great surfer, Shannon, one of our favorites.
Oh, she's excellent. Her footwork is unmatchable. I think we've said that so many times over the years. The Japanese footwork is so beautiful on a longboard. It'll be so good to see her out in the water. She's competed here before, so she's familiar with the break, and just great to see. You know, there's our ISA staff. They put in so much work to making this event happen. Our amazing crew of judges. I do not envy their job. I'm really thankful that for us, we get to sit here and talk about surfing all week. We don't need to make those calls on who's making it through heats. They're doing an incredible job. And yeah, it's just, man, what a beautiful day. Great to see these teams walking forward. So many nations. And as we go throughout the week, like you were mentioning, on the ISA World's website, there is those team links. So you can check out each of the team profiles. We'll be talking you through that as we kind of get going. Once we have those, we do have the heat draws up. Actually, those are also on the website. But once we start getting into that from tomorrow, we'll be giving all of you at home a great breakdown of who these competitors are, what their home stories are like, how much fun they're having out here. We're going to be doing some specific profiles on people, and it will be an amazing week to just get to know the stories of what's really going on behind the scenes.
And of course, within the longboard debate globally, there's always that big debate between traditional versus progressive, single fin versus 3 fin.
Always
what
a
we
debate.
want to see is good, clean footwork, good style. This wave does favor the classic nose riders, but the criteria also will favor the more traditional surfing. The criteria that the judges are going to be looking for is written as thus: the longboard surfer must perform controlled traditional maneuvers with the highest degree of difficulty in the most critical sections of the wave to gain the highest score. Judges will award the performance with reference to style and flow, visual appeal, commitment, variety of maneuvers, and use of the entire board, speed, and power. Nose riding, trimming, and footwork will be important elements in the judges' decision making. So a lot of these surfers know that those long, critical nose rides in the pocket will be key. You can see Piccolo Clemente there from Peru, wearing the red and white hat there with the Peru flag on his chest. He has won 2 World Longboard titles here for the WSL at Riu Bay. So this guy knows this wave well, because it's very similar to Juan Chaco in Peru, where he lives, which was the last place they hosted the ISA World Longboard Championships in 2013. So he's definitely a big favorite, Shannon.
Oh, definitely. And it's amazing to see those surfers figuring out what their home break is like. You know, he's surfing a lot of left-hand point breaks, so he's going to be real comfortable in this. Some of these other competitors may be coming out of a right-hand point break, coming out of other kind of reefs, coming out of beach breaks. It's going to be a little bit different from their home turf. There we got Rachel Tilley. So she was an ISA runner-up in 2013 to Simone Robb, who was the champion from South Africa. There's Rachel just on the left. She's got a world championship, though, from the World Surf League. We've got our Chinese team coming in, holding up the ranks from the end of it, and we've got an amazing week on our hands.
Yeah, so Rachel Tilley's team manager is Colin McPhillips. So USA bought Colin McPhillips, who is a 3 times WSL World Longboard champion. He's one of the greats in longboarding. So Kevin Scavana, Rachel Tilley, Tori Gilkison, Tony Silvani, that's a very strong team. But Uruguay have 2 very strong longboarders here representing the traditional and the progressive camp. They have been very exciting to watch in the waves in the last few days. Great atmosphere, great energy. Pleased to be here flying the flag for Uruguay. Japan, they have a strong team as well.
And there we've got that beautiful oversight. So just behind where these surfers are walking up to that blue carpet, we'll be doing our parade of nations has come down. We'll be getting into our opening ceremonies. There will be some beautiful cultural stuff brought into that. Some of the local dancers from the Hainan region will be putting on a performance. and it's just going to be such a fun day. Great to see that these surfers are getting to interact with each other, to meet friends, to make maybe some lifelong friendships out of these kind of events with people from other nations, with competitors of other nations. They're going to be traveling to visit each other after this. They're going to be upping their game from a longboard perspective, and just really growing in their cultural experiences.
And the ISA have been doing a lot in China. They've been running the China Cup from 2012 to 2014, and they've been running instructor certification here in China since 2013. And of course, China fielded a team to compete at the ISA World Surfing Games back in May in 2017 in France, coached by P.T. Townend, a former world champion. And of course, the ISA has been crowning world champions, Shannon, since 1964. Do you know who the first world champion was? A little quiz test for you, Shannon. Putting you on the spot.
I don't.
It was Midget Farrelly from Australia and Phyllis O'Donnell, also from Australia, respectively winning the men's and women's event in Manly, Australia in 1964. And if we look at some of the winners of the original ISA World Championship events, when everybody was riding longboards, Philip Pomar of Peru, Joyce Hoffman of Australia, Nat Young of Australia, and Joyce Hoffman of Australia winning in 66. A big year that was in 66 when David Nuiva at the time was considered the best on the nose, but a young Australian trailblazer Nat Young turned up with a looser, lighter board with a George Greenough shaped fin that was shaped like the fin of a dolphin, and much more exciting progressive involvement surfing that really set off the shortboard revolution. And then longboarding came back as a standalone event within the ISA World Games in 1988, and we'll talk about some of the winners of that event as we talk about heats in the coming days. But 2013 was the last time we crowned an ISA World Longboard Champion. The women won by Simone Robb from South Africa, men Antoine Del Piero, juniors Honolulu Bloomfield. So a lot to look forward to, Shannon. And what have we got coming up next?
Well, we are going to throw down to our opening ceremony. There's our representative from Israel. So we are going to take it down to live action for our opening ceremonies of the 2018 World Longboard Surf Championships, brought to you by the ISA.
Please welcome the national team from Japan.
接下来大家看到的是日本代表队。
Please welcome the national team from New Zealand.
接下来我们看到的是新西兰代表队。
Please welcome the national team from Peru.
欢迎，接下来看到的是秘鲁代表队。
Please welcome the national team from Portugal.
接下来大家看到的是葡萄牙代表队。
Please welcome the national team from Russia.
现在我们看到的是俄罗斯代表队。
Please welcome the national team from South Africa.
接下来我们即将看到的是南非代表队。
Please welcome the national team from Spain.
接下来大家看到的是西班牙代表队。
Please welcome the national team from Switzerland.
现在大家看到的是瑞士代表队。
Please welcome the national team from the United States.
接下来我们看到的是美国代表队。
Please welcome the national team from Uruguay.
代表队。
Please welcome the national team from China.
中国代表队。
Please and gentlemen, all of the countries and athletes have gathered together here in Wanning, Hainan, China. In the spirit of fair play, it is with great pleasure we welcome everyone to the official opening ceremony of the 2018 ISA World Longboard Surfing Championship. We would like to welcome and introduce the following dignitaries.
尊敬的各位领导、各位来宾、亲爱的朋友们，大家上午好！我是海南广播电视总台的主持人一乐。今天呢，是我们2018 ISA 世界长板冲浪锦标赛第8届万宁国际冲浪赛的开幕式。从此时此刻起呢，在这里，在万宁，在海南，将聚焦全世界冲浪选手的目光，吸引全世界冲浪爱好者来到这里，观看这里博浪长空、巅峰对决、激情飞扬。首先，请允许我为大家介绍出席今天开幕式的各位领导及来宾。
Let's give a warm welcome for Mr. Yu Zaiqing, Vice President of the International Olympic Committee.
国际奥委会副主席、中国奥委会副主席于在清，欢迎您。
Mr. Robert Fasulo, ISA Executive Director.
ISA 国际冲浪协会行政总裁罗伯特先生，欢迎您。
Mr. Shi Zihai, Vice Chairman of Water Sports Management Center of General Administration of Sport of China.
国家体育总局水上运动管理中心副主任许四海，欢迎您。
Mr. Zhang Meiwen, Secretary of the CPC of People's Government of Wanning.
万宁市委书记张美文，欢迎您。
Ms. Liu Qing, Secretary General. Mr. Liu Pingjiu, Division Director of Competitive Sports Department of the Department of Culture, Radio, Television, Publication and Sports of Hainan Province.
海南省文化广电出版体育厅竞体处处长刘品九，欢迎您。同时呢，还有国家体育总局以及海南省文化广电出版体育厅和万宁市人民政府的相关领导，欢迎大家。
Now I would ask you to stand for the national anthem of China.
接下来有请中国旗手来到我们的舞台上，也请大家全体起立，挥中国国旗，奏中国国歌。
Please be seated. Thank you.
谢谢各位，请就坐。
Now, let us begin the Sands of the World ceremony. We will call on all the countries to come to stage and bring with them their flag and sand from their local beach. The sand from each country will be placed in the container on stage to symbolize the peaceful gathering of nations through the love of surfing.
接下来要进行的是神圣的世界之沙仪式，请各国家和地区代表队旗手和持沙人将本土区域带来的沙子倒进舞台中央的沙河当中，象征各国冲浪健儿友好和平的相聚在一起。有请。
Please welcome from Team Argentina.
有请来自阿根廷的
Flag bearer Daniel Hill Bogan, sand for Sergio Hill, sands from the beach of Kikiwai.
有请阿根廷的旗手以及持沙人，有请。
Please welcome Team Australia.
接下来有请澳大利亚的石沙人以及旗手。
Flag bearer Tully White and sand pourer William Crow, sands from the beach of Noosa. Please welcome from Brazil.
欢迎来自巴西的旗手以及持沙人，有请。
Flag bearer Phil Rosman, sand pourer Chloe Calmon, sands from the beach of Playa de Mocumba. Please welcome Team Canada.
接下来有请来自加拿大的旗手将他的沙子倒进沙盒中，谢谢。
Flag bearer and sand pourer Darren Jeffrey Lundquist, sands from the beach of Tonkin. Please welcome the Channel Islands.
好，接下来有请美属海峡群岛的旗手以及持沙人，有请。
Flag bearer Joshua Nicole Lemarcand and sand pourer Phoebe Gold, sands from Secrets. Please welcome Chinese Taipei.
接下来有请来自中华台北的旗手以及持沙人，有请。
Flag bearer Hai Xin, sand pourer Mei Xin, sands from Kenting and Yalasui beaches. Please welcome Team England.
接下来有请英格兰代表队的旗手以及持沙人，有请。
Flag bearer Ben Howie and sand pourer Emily Curry, sands from Great Western Beach. Please welcome Team Germany.
接下来有请德国代表队的旗手以及持沙人，有请。
Flag bearer Valeska Schneider, sand pourer Chris Landrock, sands from Vesterland Beach and Sud Island. Please welcome Team Hawaii.
接下来有请夏威夷代表队的旗手以及持沙人，有请。
Flag bearer Kalis Kaleopa'a, sand pourer Honolulu Bloomfield, sands from Waimea Bay. Please welcome Team Israel.
接下来有请以色列代表队，有请。
Sand pourer and flag bearer Oded Udi Shomer, sands from Miami Beach. Team Italy.
接下来有请意大利的旗手以及持沙人，有请。
Flag bearer Francesca Rubeni, sand pourer Matteo Fabri, sands from Sardinia. Please welcome Team Japan.
接下来有请来自日本的旗手以及持沙人，有请。
Flag bearer Kai Hamase, sand pourer Natsumi Taoka, sands from beach Izu Shirahama. Team New Zealand.
接下来有请新西兰代表队的旗手以及持沙人，有请。
Flag bearer Hugh Ritchie, sand pourer Sasha Brownlee, sands from Peha and Gisborne beaches. Please welcome Team Peru.
接下来有请秘鲁代表队的旗手以及持沙人，有请。
Flag bearer Maria Fernanda, sand pourer Piccolo Clemente, sands from Mancora beaches. Please welcome Portugal.
接下来有请来自葡萄牙的骑手以及持杀人，有请。
Flag bearer Joao Dantas, Sandpor, Kathleen Barrigal, Sands from São Pedro do Estoril. Please welcome Team Russia.
接下来有请俄罗斯代表队的骑手以及持杀人，有请。
Flag bearer Evgeny Isakov, Sandpor, Elena Vtorova, Sands from Zelenogradsk. Please welcome South Africa.
接下来有请南非代表队的骑手以及持杀人，有请。
Flag bearer Alfonso Peters, Sandpor, Christy Gilmore, Sands from Scarborough, Cape Town, Komaki, New Pier, Snake Park, and Muizenberg. Please welcome Team Spain.
接下来有请来自西班牙的骑手以及持杀人。
Flag bearer Alberto Fernandez, Sandpor, Juan Villasante, Sands from Roche Beach. Please welcome Team Switzerland.
有请来自瑞士的骑手以及持杀人，有请。
Flag bearer and Sandpor Alejandro Flores Molina, Sands from the beach of Zugassee. Please welcome the United States.
接下来有请美国代表队的骑手以及持杀人，有请。
Flag bearer Rachel Tilley, Sandpor, Tony Silvani, Sands from Carolina Beach. Please welcome Team Uruguay.
接下来有请乌拉圭代表队的骑手以及持杀人，有请。
Flag bearer Ignacio Pinataro, Sandpor, Julian Schweitzer, Sands from Punta del Este. Please give a warm welcome to Team China.
接下来有请中国代表队的骑手以及持杀人，有请。
Flag bearer Huang Wei, Sandpor, Monica Go, Sands from this beach, Ryu Bay. Thank you very much. And now it is my great pleasure to present to you ISA head judge Richard Pierce and surfer Roxy Davis from Team South Africa, who have been nominated to swear an oath for good sportsmanship in the name of all the judges and athletes.
接下来有请裁判员代表 Richard Pierce 以及运动员代表 Rox Davis 上台宣誓，有请。
I, Rich Pierce, solemnly swear on behalf of all officials to officiate this competition with the utmost responsibility and effort, rigorously applying the ISA criteria and rules impartially, and respecting the officials and competitors in good faith and in the spirit of good sportsmanship.
I, Roxy Davis, solemnly swear on behalf of all the competitors to participate in this competition, obeying all of the rules and regulations of the ISA, respecting the officials and competitors in good faith and in the spirit of good sportsmanship.
Thank you very much, Richard and Roxy.
谢谢我们的裁判员代表以及运动员代表。
Now, please welcome cheerleaders from Wanning to the stage to perform a local dance.
接下来呢，让我们一起来观看舞蹈表演《舞动新时代》。
Thank you very much. Let's give them a round of applause. That was amazing.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
And now it is my privilege to present the Secretary of the CPC of People's Government of Wanning, Mr. Zhang Meiwen.
2018 ICA 世界长板冲浪锦标赛季第8届万宁国际冲浪赛，在各位领导的指导下，在大家的共同努力下，即将精彩亮相。万宁呢，也将成为世界的关注的焦点。我相信万宁市的领导们也想把他们的热情送予诸位。接下来呢，让我们有请万宁市委书记张美文为大家致辞，有请。
尊敬的国际奥委会 于在清副主席，尊敬的国家体育总局水上运动管理中心许四海副主任，尊敬的国际冲浪协会行政总裁罗伯特先生，尊敬的各位来宾、女士们、先生们、媒体朋友们，大家上午好。
Your Excellency, Mr. Yu Zaixin, Vice President of International Olympic Committee, Your Excellency, Mr. Xu Sihai, Vice Chairman of Water Sport Management Center of General Administration of Sport of China, and Your Excellency, Mr. Robert Forsalo, Executive Director of International Surfing Association. Ladies and gentlemen, media friends, good morning.
海润阳光真明媚，恰是冲浪好时节。今天我们再次相聚在美丽的日月湾，共同见证2018 ICASA 世界长板冲浪锦标赛暨第8届万宁国际冲浪赛的隆重开幕。
January is the right season for surfing. Today we meet again in the beautiful Rio Bay to witness the opening of the 2018 World Longboard Surfing Championship and the ACE Wanning International Surfing Competition.
在此，我谨代表中国万宁市委、万宁市人民政府和我们64万万宁人民，向关心、支持冲浪赛的国际奥委会、国际冲浪协会、国家体育总局、中国极限运动协会、海南省文体厅各相关单位和大赛合伙办致以崇高的敬意。
Here, on behalf of the Wanning municipal government and also the 640,000 people, I'd like to pay my highest tribute to the International Olympic Committee, the National Surfing Association, the General Administration of Sport of China, the Chinese Extreme Sport Association, the Hainan Department of Culture, Radio, Television, Publication and Sport, and all the cooperation partners of this event.
向来自世界各地的选手、裁判员和新闻记者朋友们表示热烈欢迎，向长期关心支持万宁发展，特别是体育事业发展的各位领导及社会各界致以衷心的感谢。
Also like to extend a warm welcome to all the athletes, judges, and media friends from across the world, and also to all the leaders and people from all walks of life who have rendered support to the development of Wanning over the past years.
迎风蝴蝶弦相送，一路看花到万州。我们万宁古城万州是世界著名的世界长寿之乡，世界冲浪圣地。是一座独具魅力的滨海花园城市和清新度假胜地，更是一座激情飞扬的合力旅游城市和竞技体育之都。
Wanning is known as Wanzhou in ancient China. It's also a land of longevity and surfing. It's a city with like a garden and also a holiday resort. It's a city of passion, vigor, and competitive sport.
近年来，我们凭借得天独厚的资源优势，大力发展文化体育事业，纯重体育、竞技体育蓬勃发展，体育基础设施日益完善，体育产业转型初见成效。
Over the past years, based on our special resources, we have vigorously developed the cultural and the sports industries, including the mass sport and competitive sport. We have improved our sport infrastructure and ushered in transformation in the sports industry.
我们重点打造国际冲浪赛、环岛国际公路自行车赛、国际海钓赛、中华龙舟大赛等一系列品牌体育赛事，让美丽的万宁成为了健康长寿、阳光活力的代名词。
We have given a special priority to the international surfing competition, the tour of Hainan International Road Cycling Race, International Sea Fishing Competition, and also the Dragon Boat Race, etc. So the beautiful Wanning has become synonymous to longevity, health, sunshine, and vigor.
感受体育之乐，共享健康长寿，领略竞技之美，彰显万宁自信，已经成为幸福万宁的重要内涵与显著标志。
sport and health have become the core value of Hainan and also have become the key element of a happy running.
特别是继2016年国际奥委会正式将冲浪纳入2020年东京奥运会比赛项目之后，2017年9月，冲浪国家队培训基地有正式落户万宁，这让我们备受鼓舞，倍感自信，更加有信心、有动力、有能力，将万宁打造成为国际冲浪之都，让世界冲浪认识万宁，让中国冲浪走向世界，为建设滨海花园城市、清新度假胜地的美好新万宁增添一道最绚丽的夺目的光彩。
We feel particularly inspired by the adoption of surfing by the International Olympic Committee in 2016 into the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games. Also, we feel inspired by the fact that in September last year, the Wanning has been identified by the surfing team of China to be a training base. So we are confident we will build Wanning into the capital of international surfing, to introduce Wanning to the world, and also to make surfing a bright highlight of Wanning as a coastal garden city and also as a holiday resort.
万宁国际冲浪赛作为世界顶级冲浪大赛，已经在我们依山傍海、湾美浪长的日月湾成功的举办了7届。
As a top surfing competition in the world, Wanning International Surfing Competition has been held successfully at Riyue Bay for 7 years.
非常荣幸，今年我们万宁再次成为冲浪进入奥运会比赛项目之后的第一个举办世界最高规格冲浪赛事的城市。来自近30个国家100多名参赛选手将在这里追风逐浪，规格之高，人数之多，均为历年之最。
We feel very much privileged that Wanning again has become the first city to hold the highest level surfing competition after surfing is included into Olympic Games. We today here welcome over 100 surfers from nearly 30 countries. This really marks the new height for the event here in Wanning.
本次赛事的积分成绩也将直接影响2020年东京奥运会的参赛资格。赛事首次以奥组委的比赛规程严格要求选手，并将国际反兴奋剂条例加入冲浪比赛。我们相信，在国际奥组委、国际冲浪协会、国家体育总局、海南省文体厅和各相关单位及大赛合伙办的大力支持下，本届赛事必将成为万宁合力旅游与体育文化的重要展示窗口，成为国家冲浪队备战2020东京奥运会的最佳锻炼平台，成为万宁扩大开放、提升水平、增进友谊、促进交流的一张金色名片。
The performance result of this event will be directly calculated for the eligibility for attending the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games. So we will actually apply the most stringent rules and regulations of the International Olympic Games Organizing Committee, and also apply the international anti-doping regulations in the surfing competition. We believe with the support of the International Olympic Committee, the International Surfing Association, the General Administration of Sport of China, the Hainan Department of Culture, Radio, Sports, as well as all the partner organizations, this event will become very successful in demonstrating the sport and the tourism culture of Wanning, and also to provide the best platform for the preparation of the national surfing team for the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games, and also become an iconic event of Wanning in opening up and promoting its its friendship with the world.
迎风踏浪庆余宴，奥利潮头展英姿。我们衷心祝愿所有的参赛选手能在这个天造地设、浪漫激情的日湾乘风破浪， 奋勇争先，比出好成绩，赛出新风尚。
Today belongs to all the surfers from across the world. I sincerely wish all of you can bring the best out of yourself and to stage the best competition in the passionate 日月杯。
多彩多情，万福万宁。日轴2018年 ISA 世界长板冲浪锦标赛第8届万宁国际冲浪赛取得圆满成功，谢谢大家。
Colorful Wanning is the land of leisure. I wish the 2018 ISA World Longboard Surfing Championship and also the ACE Wanning International Surfing Competition a great success. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zhang Meiwen.
再一次谢谢张美文书记的致辞，谢谢。
And now it is my privilege to introduce to you the Vice President of the International Olympic Committee, Mr. Yu Zaiqing.
接下来让我们有请国际奥委会副主席、中国奥委会副主席于在清先生致辞，有请。
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Dear Robert Casola, Executive Director of the International Surfing Association, Mr. Zhang Meiwen, Party Secretary of the Wanning City of CBC. Thank you very much for inviting me to be here to say a few words on behalf of the International Olympic Committee for the opening ceremony of the 2018 ISA World Longboard Surfing Championships.
各位上午好。那么首先的话呢，我要向这个感谢尊敬的这个ISA 国际冲浪协会行政总裁罗伯特先生，还有就是万宁市委书记张伟玉先生。那么感谢你们呢，是邀请我参加2018年 ISA 世界长板冲浪锦标赛。那么我呢是代表以这个国际奥委会的这个副主席身份来参加本次锦标赛的，非常荣幸。
First of all, please allow me to take this opportunity to express my sincere welcome to all the participants to come to Wanning to participate in the 2018 World Longboard Surfing Championships. Welcome to Wanning and enjoy the blue sky, but not today, and enjoy the hospitality here in Wanning.
那么首先呢，向这个世界各地来参赛的所有的选手表示热烈的欢迎。我们呢能够相聚在这个美丽的日月湾。当然的话呢，本来是这个蓝天白云，今天的话天没有那么蓝，但是也是非常的让我们的神清气爽。
I have to say congratulations to International Surfing Association and the City of Wanning and the Chinese Surfing Federation for getting together to organize these World Championships here in Wanning.
我要感谢这个国际冲浪协会，还有这个万宁市政府，还有中国的冲浪协会呢，在此举办本次活动。
My appreciation also goes to only to the ISA for giving the opportunity to China to experience the organization of these championships.
那么我要特别感谢国际冲浪协会，把这个举办这个比赛的这个地点呢设在万宁，给我们这样一个举办本次盛会的一样的机会。
I also would like to express my sincere thanks to the Hainan province, Wanning City, for giving this event strong support and make us to come here and provide the opportunity to enjoy the life in the city of Wanning.
我也要感谢海南省万宁市给予本次赛事的极大的支持，让我们呢能够在这里呢充分享受比赛，享受这里的好时光。
I wish all the longboarders to do your best and achieve your ideal target here in Wanning and enjoy the hospitality here.
我也祝愿所有的长板冲浪运动员能够在这里赛出风采，赛出水平，同时的话呢，能够享受你们在这里的时光。
Finally, I wish 2018 ISA World Longboard Championships a great success.
最后，我祝愿2018年 ISA 世界长板冲浪锦标赛圆满成功。谢谢。
Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much. That was Mr. Yu Zaiqing.
谢谢，再一次感谢于主席的致辞，谢谢您。
And now it is my privilege to present Robert Fasulo, ISA Executive Director, who will say a few words on behalf of the ISA.
接下来让我们有请 ISA 国际冲浪协会行政总裁罗伯特先生致辞，有请。
Good morning.
各位上午好。
Dear Mr. Vice President of the International Olympic Committee, dear Mr. Secretary of the CPC People's Government of Wanning, dear delegations, dear athletes, on behalf of the ISA President, who unfortunately couldn't be with us here today, it is my great pleasure and honor to welcome all the competing surfers and delegations from around the world at this ISA World Longboard Surfing Championship.
尊敬的国际奥委会于在清副主席，尊敬的万宁市委书记张美文先生，各国代表团、各位运动员，很遗憾，国际冲浪协会主席今天不能亲临现场。我在此非常荣幸代表他，欢迎来自世界各地的冲浪选手和代表团参加本届 ISA 世界长板冲浪锦标赛。
The world surfing family is very happy to be back here in beautiful Ryu Bay, in Wanning, in China. This spectacular island of Hainan in the great country of China represents a new frontier for the sport of surfing and the ISA.
世界冲浪大家庭很高兴的，中国万宁美丽的日月湾再次聚首。中国是一个伟大的国家，海南岛是一个令人惊艳的海岛。今天，海南成为了冲浪运动和 ISA 的新前沿。
We are very grateful to the leadership of Wanning, the province of Hainan, and to the central government of China for their critical support. We thank you for your warm hospitality and welcome.
我们在此感谢万宁的领导，还有中国政府提供的大力支持，及你们的热情欢迎和款待。
We would also like to thank and praise the leadership of our member here in China, the Chinese Extreme Sports Association, CISA, for their commitment and dedication to making this event a success. We're especially pleased, of course, to have with us here today the Vice President of the IOC, Mr. Yu Zaiqing. Thank you, Zaiqing. Your presence here on behalf of the Olympic movement honors us and motivates us as we look ahead to the exciting competitions in Tokyo 2020 for Olympic surfing.
我们感谢并赞扬 ISA 的成员，也就是中国极限运动协会的支持和奉献。另外，我们还特别感谢国际奥委会于在清副主席，您的出席代表了奥林匹克运动，让我们备受鼓舞。我们期待着令人激动的2020年东京奥运会的冲浪比赛。
Most importantly, we're here to celebrate you guys, the surfers, and the teams from around the world who came from around the world to compete here starting tomorrow. You inspire us, guys, with your performances, your passion, and your national pride.
那么今天呢，最重要的是，各位长板冲浪运动员，你们才是今天的主角。各位运动员，你们来自世界各地，你们都代表着各自的国家，你们将用自己的出色的表现、激情和自豪感来激励着我们。
And by competing here, you will show the world that surfers can come together and compete in fairness and friendship, regardless of the boundaries that divide us. And there are plenty of boundaries and divisions in the world today that together we must overcome.
尽管今天的世界还存在着各种各样的隔阂，但是各位运动员，你们将向世界展示你们的风采，在公平和友好的氛围中进行比赛。我们必须要克服 世界上的各种隔阂。
This is also our message and our small part in making the world a better place through surfing. So to all the surfers and delegations gathered here, I say good luck, best wishes, and have a great competition.
那么这就是我们今天要传达的这个信念。我们要通过冲浪，要为世界呢变得更加美好和变得更加和平来贡献绵薄之力。我祝愿各位好运，能够取得好成绩。谢谢各位。
You may not all return home with gold medals, but through your participation here, you will not only be ambassadors for your sport, but also of friendship and international understanding. Thank you very much and best wishes.
你们可能回去的时候呢，不会拿着金牌载誉而归，但是我想你们一定是可以传播体育运动精神，能够收获友谊，并且促进国际理解。谢谢。
谢谢。Now we would like to ask Mr. Yu Zaiqing and Mr. Zhang Meiwen to come on stage.
今天罗伯特先生为大家准备了一份礼物啊，送给我们的于在清副主席以及我们的张美文书记，有请两位。
ISA Executive Director Robert Fasula will present ISA plaques of honor to Mr. Yu Zaiqing and Mr. Zhang Meiwen. And now, we would like to invite the flag bearers from all nations to come to the stage to represent the union of all the colors of the flags for peace, camaraderie, and good sportsmanship. Flag bearers, please come stand on stage with Vice President of the International Olympic Committee, Mr. Yu Zaiqing, who will officially declare the 2018 ISA World Longboard Surfing Championships open.
接下来呢，有请各国家和地区的运动员来到舞台上，同时呢，也再次有请国际奥委会副主席、中国奥委会副主席于在清先生为我们宣布开赛。
现在我宣布，2018年 ISA 世界长板冲浪锦标赛开幕。
Thank you, all dignitaries, athletes, media, and event staff for attending the opening ceremony. We would like to ask our invited guests on stage to take a photo with the flags of the world.
2018年 ISA 世界长板冲浪锦标赛暨第8届万宁国际冲浪赛正式开始了。这里呢即将开始巅峰的对决，这里即将开始水上的青春激昂。万宁呢也用他们的热情和风光热烈欢迎世界各地的朋友们来做客。接下来呢，请各位领导和嘉宾和运动员留步来到我们的舞台上，一起合影留念，有请各位。 水上运动管理中心、中国极限运动学会、海南省文化广电出版体育厅、万宁市人民政府和韩股长体育大力的支持下，万宁这颗中国冲浪之都、世界冲浪圣地的璀璨明珠，也将在此期间在世人的面前绽放自己夺目的光彩。我相信在各界媒体朋友的关注下，在各位参赛选手的全情发挥下，本次比赛也将会取得更加辉煌和伟大的成功。谢谢大家，再见。好，接下来呢，有乐队为大家带来精彩演出。Got me feeling some kind of way, make me wanna savor every moment slowly, slowly.